Hello my lovelies, Sophia here. Welcome back to my channel, Sophia Psychic Tarot. So today's daily guidance is for the 28th of October 2021. Now this daily message is not going to apply to a lot of you. So what it talks about is if you are feeling in despair, feeling that you're in a hopeless situation and feeling broken-hearted, then Spirit is saying think pure thoughts, pure as the driven snow. Okay, and in the book, the meaning says, keeping our intentions pure and untainted from lower energies such as unworthiness, jealousy, revenge, as much as possible, means that our motivations are purer and not muddy in their reasoning. So if you can not dwell in the lower vibrational energies, which is going to be hard because when you're feeling in despair and when you're feeling heartbroken, we dwell in those lower vibrational energies. We feel resentment, we feel anger, we feel sorrow, we feel jealousy, we feel unworthy, we feel abandoned. Okay, the list is endless. However, Spirit is trying to say if you start to think pure thoughts, no, I am good enough, I am worthy enough, you know, whatever it could be about, okay? You can be heartbroken over a lot of things. But Spirit is saying if you can think the pure thoughts, the higher vibrational energies of love, joy, peace and gratitude, it's very hard because it's very hard to feel that when you're feeling so heartbroken and in despair. But Spirit is saying if you can switch your thoughts to a higher vibrational energy, bringing loving energy into this and knowing that you're good enough and worthy enough and focusing on yourself, then justice, you will have justice. Things will be favorable for you and you can have the happy home environment or life that you want. So it's sort of going from, you know, your energy is like a fire. You're keeping what you focus on, you're putting your energy there and you're keeping it alight. So Spirit is trying to say instead of focusing on the heartache and the despair, acknowledge it, but then try and renounce it as quickly as possible or as soon as possible by then thinking, well, what is it? What would I like the outcome to be? And then have pure thoughts, bringing love into that energy and your connection or whatever it is, okay, so that things can be favorable for you and you can have your happy home life. So it's going to be really difficult for some of you to hear that when you're like, hang on a minute, I'm fucking in pieces on the floor here. Okay, for Spirit to say, oh, think happy thoughts and think loving thoughts. I know where they're coming from, but it's hard to explain why they're saying it when you're in that heartache and that heartbreak. I know, having been through it myself, I know where they're coming from, but it takes time. Okay, they're just saying the more you dwell in the lower energies of that sorrow, that grief, that now I'm not talking about a death of somebody, okay, that is, you know, going to break your heart. You're going to have that grief. What I mean is if you've broken up with somebody or if you've lost a job or something like that, you know, or a friendship or a family member not talking to you, you can get those things back in your life by dwelling on the positive energy and the happy energy and the loving energy rather than dwelling in that despair and the broken heart. The longer you stay in the lower vibrational energies, the longer you're keeping that in place. Spirit is saying you can change that around, okay, and have a more favorable outcome and the happy home environment you want. So I hope I made sense of what they're trying to say in the end. I will leave this with you. Love and light.